Hi. Hello. Good morning. I am a little late. I had some issues that needed to take care of that I couldn't what is that? Oh. Right. I'm not used to seeing this champion meeting stuff here. But yeah. It's time to lose. Thank you, Foxy. You so fucking right. Hopefully, we don't absolutely wreck our win rate, yeah? I mean, surely, yesterday our win rate increased, so we're just gonna get even better. Right? Watch the fucking UFs all spawn in, all with relevant skills. Not a single skill wasted. Just straight up all relevant UFs. All relevant skill UFs just spawning in because I'm queuing in an hour later than usual. Okay, we have a King Halo. Let me guess, the bigger picture? Not the bigger picture. Okay. We're fucked. I am actually glad to not see the bigger picture on it. Oh, and there's the late start. I mean, we have won before, even with late starts. There is a chance. But do I believe in it? No one fucking bit. Admittedly, Taishin is yelling at me because of it. Because I don't believe. Oh. Wait a minute. That was a huge acceleration hit. We got no stopping me right at the start of the late race. Yeah, no, yeah. Hi, Straw Slime. Ricky, Lucky, Minade, Happy. I don't actually, I probably didn't say that in the same way that you were thinking or that it's supposed to be said, but... Hi. How you doing? Am I to take that to mean that you actually got Copano Ricky? Because if you did, then... Facepalm. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. She's on a banner though, so it's necessary. Fair enough. Fair enough. Personally, I'm just doing daily pulls because I cannot afford to pull for her. I need to be saving for Tachyon. Speed. Front. Is this a runaway? It is in fact a runaway. I know she's gonna be really strong for dirt CMs and some other CMs as well, where some very scary people are going to make her for a turf. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say. Just don't worry about it. That is no issue at all, trust. Nobody is bothered by you accidentally sending the message again. For all I care, you could be spamming it. I'm not gonna be mad about it. It's not like you're spamming advertisements or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Late proc on your left. I see how it is, Taishin. Wait, why is Taishin on a sprint CM? Because she's really strong. We have a 70% win rate with Taishin. Solo ace Taishin, that is. Here, let me show you my team real quick. I just load in and I can show you the builds. So we have debuffer, Taishin. And the debuffers are generic because they don't want to make debuffers for every single race, so I just made them with Kenai and Dominator. I could have just gone Dominator, they would have been stronger, I know. But that's fine. And this is the Narita Taishin that I managed to make for the CM. I do have a little bit too much acceleration. I don't need the corner acceleration, but it was a questionable run. We even whiffed Professor Curvature, so I was left with leftover points. As you can see, I already had double circle right-handed and corners, so there wasn't much left that I could put my points into, so I decided, you know what, this is gambly shit, but it technically works on this track. We did get Sprint S, decent amount of power and speed, and her ulti also procs at a really good time, most of the time. Sometimes she just fucking gives... Wait, there was an end closer. Wait, sometimes she just fucking gives up. Isn't Aston Martin banner close? I hear it's in around a month-ish. Though I don't know shit about Aston Martin, so I don't know if I should be excited or whatever. And you will find that I do not follow Uma Japan all that closely. I don't know much about the upcoming horses. Sadly. I will tend to look up the next scenario whenever we're getting close, but that's about the most I will care to see. But yeah, as you can see, we activate in right before the final leg. So there is a very high chance of speed carryover with Taishin's ulti. Obviously, if we don't hit accelerations, we fucking fail, but we hit anyway. They can be a little delayed, unless the acceleration hits as late as it can. We have a very good chance at stealing the win. I do hear that a lot of people are very excited for Aston Martin, but I am unsure why. So, if you would like to elucidate, I would be more than grateful. It's a lot of fronts. Is that the same person running triple front? No, they're running double front, 1 2 kilobyte horse. And this person's running 1 front, 1 late, 1 pace. This is a surprising lack of pace chasers in this race. That the triple front means that the pace chasers are probably going to fight for 4th. And only one of them is going to hit their acceleration. Well, their guaranteed ulti acceleration with perfect proc timing, that is. After they hit neck and neck, if they have it, they could probably pass the front runners that are dying, because they're gonna be dying. The one issue I'm having is, I don't know if this will speed up the lobby enough for my Taishin not to be able to catch up. It is possible, I think. But we hit at the right time. And we hit really hard. Oh yeah. Well, you were asking why Narita Taishin. This is exactly why Narita Taishin. I just saw her ulti and all I could think of was speed carryover. It's the previous Mile CM all over again, where Taishin was really strong. Because the late race happened immediately after a corner. And she could get speed carryover on her ulti. It's that all over again. The only difference here is that I have to put her in late surger because encroaching shadow is not very good for this. Because the corner is a little deep into the late race. Especially for a sprint. If it was a longer track, maybe we could have not, but... That is a King Halo. An A+ King Halo. Made in February. It didn't have all of its potentials unlocked. I'm guessing it's a filler because they focused on Taiki Shuttle and Oguri Cap, right? If they actually built a random King Halo for this CM, I think it might have actually had a higher win rate than the Pace Chasers. I feel like the Pace Chaser meta is a bit questionable. They are definitely the easiest role to build. And they're definitely more likely to hit their accelerations. They're also just as likely to get run up on by a backliner. Speaking of, Taishin is about to put one of them Pace Chasers out of business by stealing the positioning for Budding Blossom. Look at that. Man, the poor King Halo. Or you can just Taishin all over the place. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Page Chaser meta is slightly questionable. If you really want a strong Page Chaser, you have to... Like a really strong Page Chaser. You probably have to put in a lot more work than I had to put in for this Taishin. But it would be less gambly to get something relatively decent. You're hitting accelerations for just being in the correct position. That's one thing. And the Pace Chasers that are good on this track all have relatively decent sprint aptitudes. Even Oguri Cap has a decent enough one that she can start the career with an A in sprint. Unlike Taishin, who I had to pray for spark hits. Let's see now. Pace, front. Pace, front. Okay, 2 fronts, 4 pace. The fronts are Bakushin and... a Taiki Shoto. Excuse me. Mile Maven. Okay, I see. We're not taking this seriously. We're just playing around. Okay. Now, mind you, I am joking. I don't think you need to take these seriously. I do because I don't want to spend money on the game. So the more carrots I get out of this, the better. I also find it fun, which is the primary reason. So, that's me. But other people may feel different, and that is fine too. We didn't really hit, but there's nobody in front of us. We got on your left super late. But again, there was nobody there waiting for us to pass them. I think a lot of whip happened this race. Ow. On top of there being 2 frontrunners stealing, shooting for victory from peoples. And well, the Taiki frontrunner, yeah, she's not getting shooting for victory. There is not enough frontrunners in this race, or in these races in general. Once more with the double front. This time it's somebody actually running double front with Bourbon and Marzinski. I better not be seeing some absolute garbage skills on this. Well, we're missing angling and scheming, but other than that, wowee, that deck. Imagine having maxed Suzuka speed. Why the fuck are you getting... It feels like that's a few too many speed cards, but sure. Okay. I guess I get why they're getting Biko. Maybe, a little bit. And let's see the bourbon too. Yeah. Yeah. Only 2 wit cards and you got 1,000 wit. That's really good. Oh, but they whiffed the Understrain, didn't they? Yeah, they only got final push. Sad. A late start on an unconsequential horse. Thank you, RNG. Put me in the front. I wonder how they're activating Kiss for Courage. Was it Operation Cacao? I think it was. Oh. Oh. Fuck you, Karen-chan. Man, the Taishin build is so good. Just running Taishin in the CM is feeling so nice. So nice. I say that. I'm gonna get late start, I'm gonna get fucking blocked, and I'm gonna get kicked in the shins in the final round. In real life, that is. Get kicked in the shins. I'm not talking about Taishin. She's gonna be fine. I'm gonna get kicked in the shins. I'm gonna get kneecapped in real life. Surely this is just the acupuncturist event. Did he have everything double circle on this? Scary. Admittedly, though, if everything goes just like this for the final round, we have a I think we have a good chance of winning this. I don't expect it, obviously, because Zuma is hell RNG on the best of days, and this is a sprint CM, but you know. We believe in Taishin, and surely she will reward us for it, right? That's how that works. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, that on your left though. Hitting so nice. The problem is, that fucking 2 kilobytes is hella far away. The 2 kilobytes was too far away. This is what I mean about it being harder to make a pace chaser, a good pace chaser. Look at all the skills, all the really good skills on this. They had everything already, So they were able to borrow the Guts card. So they're coming in here with Speed Star, in High Spirits, and Beeline Burst. I believe that comes from her herself. This is like actually a scarily good Nishino flower. I don't think you could make her closer to perfect if you tried. Maybe, just maybe, add groundwork on her. But I find that unlikely considering all of the skills that she had. What the fuck is this lobby? This is a straight up debuffer. Okay. Okay. And then the late surger is you with a lot of guts. Made in Unity Cup. Okay. I see you. And we just have S+. Oh, and this SS Bakushin. If that S+, I can only imagine that they didn't get much in the way of skills. But I'm gonna check one of them, just in... Okay, yeah. Moving on. I saw Mile Maven. I'm not even going to entertain the idea that this is a real lobby. If we lose here, it's just because Taishin didn't feel like running right now. No other reason at all. We're gonna push up way too far ahead because the rest of the lobby is Garbaggio. Hopefully we still get that ulti. We did. As we're not gonna be hitting on your left. We're too far up. Yeah, that's what I thought. That guy had the title Shopping Addict. I wonder what the fuck that's about. One front, 5 pace. Honestly, she could. She's really lucky. She could very well win this, I think. If anyone's gonna have a chance as a frontrunner, it's probably gonna be that Bakushin. Or a Suzuka with skills as good as that Bakushin, of course. It's very gambly. I will say that. It's exceedingly gambly. Don't remember if she had groundwork or taking the lead. I didn't look at it that closely. But it looked pretty good. Aishin is closing in at silly speeds. But will it be enough? Nope. On your left, on your left whiffed. Yeah, see that? Very close to winning the Bakushin. Let's see. Yeah, she did have groundwork. And taking the lead. Okay. That's a very good frontrunner Bakushin, I'm not gonna lie. Feels weird seeing that. At the same time, seeing fucking Taiki shuttles with Mile Maven, it just doesn't feel right. No matter the paper, she can always make an amazing airplane. Or paper airplane. I did not... I mean, okay, I'd probably seen that before, but no, I did not know that off the top of my head. Thanks, game. That is an amazing piece of lore. All the Pacers, yep. All the Pacers. This is the kind of lobby that I was expecting from the CM. Maybe a front runner, like maybe a late surger. We've been getting a lot of very stereotypical this CM lobby, which is why you went Taishin. Exactly why I went Taishin. I think Taishin is trying to put them out of business. What the fuck is she doing? She stole their fucking positioning. She ran them down so hard. She almost looked like a front runner. Oh, that's funny. But I went Taishin specifically because I wanted one, Harulti. Very good for passing people right before the late race. I mean, we saw it happen just now. And two, going a backliner means I have more speed in the late race than the other people's. I actually think Ogre Cap as a late surger could be very, very good in this CM as opposed to a pace chaser. But her ulti does something else. Her ulti is a late race speed, which, well, would combine with her backliner late race speed, more pacers, to make her really, really fast in that final leg to steal a win, where Taishin is... We're more using Taishin's ulti to pass people and get into position for accelerations, and to get a speed carryover to, well, accelerate faster. Because that's kind of what speed carryover is for. You're starting the late race at a higher speed, so you have to accelerate less. Because you're already running fast. Now, I will say, Taishin does require the debuffers. You can only run the Taishin if you have two peoples in the end closer position, making sure that she's at least 7th. If she's the last one in the lobby, her ulti will do fuck all. And sometimes she can do shit like this and just not. But I guess her ulti here, this time, isn't being eaten by the acceleration zone and instead became a poverty triumphant pulse. Was it enough? No. But that's fine. At the end of the day, Uma is still a very RNG game. And I am not exactly the best player out there. For various reasons. This is not a runaway. That is just a somewhat well-built Suzuka. She has in high spirits, she had, I believe she had groundwork. Taking the lead, concentration, unrestrained. Unrestrained is very important here. If I remember, I will make sure to keep an eye on when she activates it. Because I want to see if she, I want to see if their Suzuka whiffs or not. Also, that Tachyon is definitely a debuffer. Just saying that right now. There is no way she is anything else. The unrestrained kind of hit, but she was already past by the time it hit, which is not great. Wow, that King Halo was running us down. I guess technically you don't have to have debuffers necessarily to make Taishin work, but you do have to have some kind of two other backliners because their ulti is very specific on you not being able to be 7th or lower than 7th. You have to be 7th or higher. There is a like higher cap on that too. I think it's 3rd. Let me look it up just to make sure. Game Tora, answer my questions. Narita Taishin. Let's see. It's 4th. You can be up to 4th. Wait, no. I'm dumb. I was looking at something else. No, his final corner is overtake. Higher than 7th. Higher equal to 7th. You just need to be higher than 7th. She just... If she's not in overtake mode, she won't activate it. Which is where the randomness comes from. My bad. But hey, now I know. She could literally be first and still activate her ulti. Well, no, she couldn't be first because she needs to be in overtake mode, but technically she could be in the process of passing somebody. To get to first and still activate her ulti. I do have to say, somebody was crazy enough to make a Saiyan Sky for this. If that Saiyan Sky hits, she does have a very good chance of actually winning this. I think Saiyan Sky for frontrunners is probably the best one. But we whiffed everything. Narita whiff. I wanna see this same sky. Yeah, Sprint A, they actually made it. That was a hard whiff. It sure fucking was. Oh, they do have groundwork, I couldn't see it. That is a really strong Sin Sky, I think. If she managed to actually beat their own Bourbon, that Sin Sky would have probably won. Angling and scheming is really fucking strong. We have a late Kawakami Princess. Wow. See, this is what I wish I had on my Taishin. Alright. Here we go. That Kawakami Princess fucking scares me. She's very strong. She's gonna snap Taishin in two. Yeah, I don't care that you're rushed, Station Flash. It's fine. You're not getting anywhere anyway. We are on the inside, which I'm not sure is necessarily bad or good. It depends on if 2 kilobytes decides to sit right in front of us. He did not. Excellent. We did not get clobbered by 2 kilobytes. We did not trip over 2 kilobytes. Surprisingly low placement for the Kawakami Princess. But then again, I guess there were really strong other horses too. She was playing End. Oh, she didn't even have the debuff. She's actually an ace. Damn, ace sweepy. Could have whiffed as well. She could have. She could have very well whiffed. For all we know, she just never procced on your left. Or no stopping me. I did not check. If you're curious, you can look in the VOD, but I was not looking. I was not staring at the corner to see if she actually hit those at a good time. Alrighty. Last entry. Hopefully it's a good one. Ah, fuck you, Karen-chan. 1 frontrunner, 4 pace chasers. And 1 late surger. A very stereotypical lobby for this CM. It's this kind of lobby. One with only 1 late surge, and one with only 1 front runner, and one with exactly only pace chasers. Those are what you should be expecting a lot of in the CM. Even strong horses can whiff big time because they fail certain... Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've seen Taishin whiff a number of times, for example. All I can do is wish and hope and cope, but wish and hope that she doesn't whiff during the finals, you know? It's kind of all I have at this point. So as long as she doesn't do stuff like this in finals, it'll be good, right? Speaking of whiffs, and I honestly wasn't paying too much attention to it. I don't know if she whiffed or if it was just late activations, which I guess could just as well be considered whiffs. Because if we're letting the other horses accelerate before us, there's not that much time that we have to catch up on them. I guess we do have some time. And depending on when the debuffs activate, because this is also a bit of randomness as well added into it. The gold ship ulti activates randomly after, I believe, the half of the race. Now this, I would say this is a major whiff. We hit nothing. No on your left. Our mid-game didn't activate. This is probably the worst example of a whiff that you could ever get. 90% activation rate, by the way. On that 1100 wit. The wit check of doom. That's two fronts this time. Let me see who it is. One is Bucksheen and the other one is also Bucksheen. Why would you look at that? Twinsies. But you know what? It's fine. Bucksheen! It's fine. Get the whiffs out of your system today, Taishin. So you can not whiff during the finals, eh? But yes, Bucksheen! Indeed. We got Guts, we got Pump, and we got on your left. We are accelerating. And we're on the fucking inner rail. Literally sticking to it. That is very good. I'm actually surprised by the amount of times we've seen Taishin near the inner rail where she hasn't been stuck. It's actually amazing. The difference in AI since the November patch is massive. The amount of getting stuck is so much less. Previously, getting stuck was a it was a common occurrence. It still happens, mine. You will still get stuck, but they're moving out the way a lot more. Which I'm sure the frontrunner players are absolutely dreading as an idea. You know, backliners actually being able to make it to the front, largely unimpeded. I do hear that frontrunner as a style is a bit homeless in JP. I couldn't tell you more about that though, because I don't know why, but yeah. Well, we failed to get pump. That was a good that was a good activation of on your left, but Nishino Flower was just way too far ahead for us to catch up to. Can only imagine that she got not Beeline Burst, that she got Speed Star at a good place. She got a good activation of Speed Star for that speed carryover. It will happen. Another Kawakami Princess. Let's check it. On your left, it's on Rising Dragon. Gotcha. Ignited Power, Umastan. Yeah, I could have done with Umastan. And Budding Blossom and Pump Some Iron. This is very, very similar to my own build, except they didn't whiff Professor Curvature. Or Corner Depth at all.
みんな集中してましたね。好レースが期待できそうです。先行争いは1番大気シャトル、1番西のフラワー、7番西のフラワー。苦しい戦いを強いられているレーシンフラッシュ。ここからどう出る？1番西のフラワー。先頭に。
Alright, we're keeping close. This is good. Can we pass anyone? Preferably Kawakami Princess, but we need to pass anyone at all. We didn't pass Kawakami Princess, and that's scary because she's right on top of us. Yeah, she won. Oh well. It's a good Kawakami Princess. But we didn't make it into position before the late race, so it makes sense. I believe this one was the only one with a single win. Honestly? Win rate did not decrease nearly as much as I might have expected. This is good. We're on a 67.5% win rate with our very silly sprint Taishin. I'm honestly feeling pretty good about this. I think we have a genuine shot at winning that final. Anyway, Not a bad win rate, all things considered, indeed. But yeah, as you might have expected, this will be a short stream, so thank you all very much for watching and for being here and for being cool. Lurkers, you are also very much appreciated as always. We are going to go and raid Gachashal, because he's playing SMT4. Wait, no, he's not playing SMT4. He's starting something else. I wonder if he finished it. But yeah, we're gonna go see Gachashal. Maybe go say hi to him. Anyway, bye!